Here's a chart year over May to May listing data. In all cases, it's a hill. We went up and then we went down. We went up because, well, that's spring. There's always more listings in spring. And that's the bump that you're looking at in the middle of the year. Birds, mammals, reptiles, fish, butterfly, everything moves in spring, including people. However, this year is slightly different. Check this out.
Currently, new listing data for May is at 58,000. Last year, 76,000, and 2 years ago, 74,000. Now, back in 2015, we had 100,000 listings in May. We're at about half the listings from 8 years ago. Half the listings means half the loans. And rates being as high as they are means refis are shot in the ass. But we know this. But why the low volume? Some say low demand is in part because millennials don't want to buy homes. Well, Newsbreak says rate and wages, affordability, student debt, lack of inventory, and different values.
Well, and to that list, you could also add telecommuting, more contracted workers, okay, meaning they're more autonomous and they really don't qualify based on old traditional underwriting guidelines. And they remember their parents' 2008 housing meltdown and don't want anything to do with any of that.
Well, Brian, if you think millennials are a pain in the ass, have you taken a look at Gen Z? Anyhow, so we've diagnosed the problem, but what's the solution? In part, accountability breeds responsibility. Do we need to individually and as an industry take more responsibility for the state of the market? After all, doesn't a car owner have a lot to do with the condition of the car, a physician the health of their patients, and a pastor on their parish? Well, why not a lender or a realtor on the state of the industry for which they are the stewards?
Be accountable to yourself. That means you need to be responsible for the industry. That's why this upcoming Thursday in 2 days, we're providing a web event for you to help you with your business, identify problems based on market conditions, and your involvement with not only your success, but industry success. And at its conclusion, you're going to be provided with a copy of the presentation so you can share this with your clients, your realtors, or your sphere of influence. Listen, this presentation doesn't cost you money, but it ain't free. For those who truly see the value, the cost is changing your habits, a task easily considered but nearly impossible to implement. So click a link around here and let's start solving this riddle in front of us.
You need to work your plan. Not for this market, but for sheer sustainability. Make no bones about it. This market will make you obsolete if you don't change.
Entirely true. Think we're wrong? Well, check out this graph from NAR. It tracks active listing data all the way back to 1982.
2008, the big hump, is clearly an outlier. Our current situation on the far right is also an outlier. Way too much and not nearly enough inventory. The average is the gray line in the middle. As you can clearly see, we have a long way to go to get back to an average inventory.
And for a lender, you just have to figure out what your long-term viability in this market is going to be. And as you know, inventory means low loan volume, because refis are nearly extinct. What you have to do is this. Number one, you have to identify market trends and opportunities that present themselves, not obstacles and walls. Those ones are easy to spot. Number two, you then need to find your place in the solution. Number three, you need to establish a plan of attack that is workable financially, intellectually, physically, and technologically. WWW. Number four, make a day-to-day and intraday time block plan to execute your plan. Number five, be self-aware and honest with efforts before judging the results, because chances are you're the problem. And number six, give yourself a minimum of 30 days of daily delivery before casting an outcome on the results. Now, if this sounds like it's too hard or beyond your scope, just jump on the stinking webinar. I look forward to seeing you this upcoming Thursday.